How many pages will I read today? That is the question, and that is what we need to figure out very, very soon. Now, I have 3 book options that are all very different, but all very good. Now, this first option is The Roommate Risk. If y'all are not new here, you know that this is my gym book currently, and I've been reading it on my Kindle. However, I have not had the chance to finish it yet, just because within the last 2 weeks, I've had a very sporadic time going in and out of the gym. I will tell you later, life has been crazy. Then, on my own free will, I've been reading The Wedding People. I'm about 100 pages in and it's so good. And I read it every single morning, like after I have my coffee, and I'm really enjoying it. So this would be a really nice one too, but this is literary fiction. And last but not least, I have my book club book option. This is a thriller. And if you want to join my book club, you already know the link is down below. You never press it, but you should press it, because we have a good time over there. Right, bub? This is another option again, and I need to read another section for book club because we meet again this Sunday. And those are the books that we could be potentially reading. Now we need to figure out how many pages we're reading. So my thought process was, hear me out, we can either read 25, 50, 75, or 100 pages today. And we're going to put this in our random number generator and figure out what we're going to read after we figure out how many pages we're going to read. Also, if you're wondering why I look like somebody's before picture, it's because I just came back from one of my closest friends' birthday party. We had a sleepover too. So we literally got there at 7 p.m. I didn't go to bed until 6 a.m. We were up the entire time, but it was so nice to celebrate her. I actually just posted about it on Instagram. Hold on, I can show you. Wait a second. You should already be following my Instagram. What do I... If you want to see these gosh darn motherfucking pictures, go follow my Instagram. I'll give you a little peek though, because we are little cuties. But no more for you. There's 20. I'll give you one more peek, just because I like you. You want to see that? You want to see that instead of this? You want to see that instead of this?
Yes!
Go follow my Instagram. Anyway, because of that, I haven't really had much time to get myself together, as you can tell. So you just getting the worst of it. Sorry, little mama. I don't know what to tell you. You said you're going to be here. You're going to love all of me. Well, here we are. Better continue to like and subscribe. So what I'm gonna do is put options 1 through 4 in there, and whatever number we get will correlate to how many pages we'll read. If we get a 1, that means we're reading 25 pages. If we get a 2, we're reading 50. If we get 3, 75, 4, 100. So the max number will be 4. Why did I put in a 7? Now we're gonna give it a good little shake and we'll see. I personally predict we'll be reading 50 pages. Okay, are you ready? 50 pages. So that means it should be a 2 if we're reading 50 pages. A 3? We're reading 75 pages. That's not bad. That's honestly not that bad. I thought we were gonna get something worse or 50 pages. So I'm happy with that. The only problem is we need to pick what book we're gonna be reading. I personally don't wanna read my book club book yet, just because we just met literally yesterday for the section that we just read. And I'm a little bit tired of this main character. She's doing a bit too much for me. So I think we can pause on this one, but then that means it's either The Wedding People, which again is literary fiction, and so far, you know how sometimes you can just tell it's gonna be a 5-star? I have that feeling with this. But with this one, I really just wanna be done with it because I've been reading it so long. It's not a bad book, it's just, I've been taking weeks to read this book, and it's really a gosh darn shame because it's not even that long. I think it's less than 300 pages. And yet, here we are, it's 265 pages. We need to move on. So I think what we're gonna be reading today is this. Now let me tell you something. Talia Hibbert, she surprised me with this one. If you guys remember in the last vlog, I told you this. I read Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute like last summer. Actually, yes, last summer, about this time last summer. And I thought that was okay, but I remember saying that one was a little too immature for me. Like, it was cute, it was a nice little romance, but the way that they were talking, what was happening, I was like, I'm not really necessarily the demographic for this. This one, on the other hand, she's a little spicy too. And you guys know I don't usually like spicy books, but it's their dynamic that I'm really enjoying. And she's a very strong character. I love a strong, independent woman. I do, especially a Black woman. But sometimes I feel like they're too strong, and she be getting on my nerves sometimes. That's the only thing. But he is a lover boy through and through. He is obsessed with this girl, right? And the only thing is, she be getting on my nerves sometimes. But regardless, he carries the book for me. And I love an obsessed man. I could never do nonchalant. I could never do a nonchalant. Be obsessed. Yearn for me. Write me letters every day and then die in a war. That's what I need. And that's exactly what he gives. So I think this is what we'll be doing today. loves her. It's effing me up. It's effing me up bad. Okay, so she's the type of person who can't be in a relationship. He has loved her and pined for her for 7 years, 7 of them. And she just does not want anything. It's obviously trauma. I understand her on a cellular level, because same. But he is willing to wait, be patient for her. And she finally, she said friends with benefits. But this man is so down bad. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna take what I can get. I can take what I can get. And he said, I can't. I read this and I literally was like, oh, yeah, this is what I need. Okay, let me tell you what happened. So he's getting the benefits, right? It got to a part where he said he bent his head and kissed one leg, then the other, just because he loved her. He would never say it, but he could kiss the backs of her knees and know exactly what that meant in his own head. What do you mean? That is actually so crazy. Like, where's that in 2025? Please, somebody point me to the correct aisle. I don't even need 7 years. If you could just be patient for 1, maybe 2. I can't. I like don't know what to do with myself. That, I don't know why. The wording of that just did something for me. I had to read to y'all. We're literally only 5 pages in, but Talia's putting her foot in this one. It's literally a man written by a woman. But you know what? This is the propaganda I'm falling for, and that's okay. Okay, a little intermission. We started on page 125 and we are currently on page 180. And there are a lot of thoughts that I have. I definitely still really like this book. There's just, I don't know, sometimes she gets annoying, but then I had a realization. And I was like, why is she annoying you so much? And I was like, it's because she's me. Okay, let me explain. There are certain pivotal things that she does that I absolutely would have done. But she has a very strong personality. And I feel like I have a strong personality, just different font. Like, she's super confident, like sassy type vibe. I feel like I'm just like loud and annoying. Like, as y'all know, like I just have a lot. But that's just like surface level. It's kind of like her mask for society. And Raul, the male main character, the love interest here, he sees past that, and that's what makes her nervous. I was like, oh, even with him, she's trying to like keep him away from her, who she really is, like the insecurities, the trauma, blah, blah, blah. She's just doing it in a different way, because I do the same thing. Like, I'm super nice to everyone when you first meet me. But my problem is, even with friends, I've gotten better with girlfriends, but it's worse like with guys. We're doing a psychological deep thing with me here. Wow. Okay, I'm just trying to explain a part of the book. But anyway, but with me, it's like when you try to get like past the jokes, it's like, whoa, slow down there, partner. Back up. You gotta be this tall to ride. No, leave me alone. And I kept seeing her do this, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so annoying. And I made myself think about it. I'm like, what's so annoying about it? Why is it bothering you so much? And it's the fact that it's my thing. It's literally what I do. Oh, I did not expect this from a romance, to be psychologically evaluated from a romance. This ain't even a popular romance, and yet here I am seeing myself in the main character. Another thing to add to the list to talk to my therapist about. But I was like, oh, that's so interesting. That's scary. Anyway, this man is so in love with her. It's absolutely the most beautiful thing. And I think why she's so scared, I think everyone wants to be seen and to really be known. I think everyone in the world wants that. But that's truly how she understands love. Like, that's one of her love languages. And every time he does something that isn't big, isn't showy, but shows that he knows her minutely, it freaks her out, because she's like, if I care about this thing, this person, they have power over me now, because now they have the power to hurt me. Oh, we think very similarly. It was too much for me. I fear I wasn't ready for that. I fear I wasn't prepared. I hate when books like creep up on you and like slap you in the face and say, this is you. Like, give me a warning. Some signs would have been nice, but it's forcing me to grow, whatever. I just wanted to show you a part that I thought was really beautiful. He loves this woman so bad. I need a yearner. He is a yearner, and I love that. So he's talking about the friends with benefits situation, right? This is on page 132, and it said, how could he separate loving Jazz from loving her body? Jazz was her body more than anyone he'd ever met, who was present in every sense of the word, who'd had her soul in her eyes when she'd come for him. He couldn't. Maybe he was doomed to suffer. Everything came at a price. Like, what? That is so beautiful. Like, what? I can't. This book is really getting to me. I genuinely didn't think this was going to be anything. I think I only got it because it was free on Kindle Unlimited. And I was looking for a book randomly. I love when that happens. I love when you just randomly stumble upon something magical. And that's what happened with this book. And I'm really liking it. She be getting on my nerves. The female main character, she be getting on my nerves. But Raul, this man, he is carrying this book. He is everything and more. It's just she's so strong in her own coping mechanisms, and sometimes she's like not willing to grow. It's like pulling teeth sometimes, and it's very annoying. I feel like we're similar, but I do feel like I act a little better than her. Sometimes I'm like, girl, if you don't get it together. But then other times I'm like, no, you're right. So I don't know, maybe it's me. But there was another section I wanted to read that really got to me as well. Oh my gosh. So this is from her perspective, and she was explaining how she's trying to fight him loving her and her realizing he's loving her, right? And she said sometimes Raul made her feel like perfect wasn't just a performance, like someone could be seen as something special without constantly trying, as long as the right person was doing the seeing. What? This book, there's so many things like that are really getting to me. I don't know what it is. It's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. But there was one more thing that happened. I'm going to shut up because we have 20 pages left and we're just going to power through because it's currently my bedtime. It's 9:30. I go to bed at 9:30. But there was one more thing where I was like, yes, I am Jazz. Jazz is me. I'm just like the better version of her because she be doing stuff that I don't like. But he took her on a date without telling her it was a date. He like tricked her into a date. How long have I been saying someone's gonna have to trick me, gaslight me into dating me, like to take me on a date? You can't label it. That label will have me sweating and I would ghost you. You could be Jungkook. Crazy, I know. But if you put the word date, it's not happening, buddy. I don't like you anymore. I like you from afar. I'm better as a concept. Back up. You doing too much. You care too much now. Back up. But if you trick me, if you say we're just gonna go here and we're gonna get some food and maybe we'll hang out. If you do everything but label it as a date, I'm in. And she was literally talking about how that happened to her. And we got to see his perspective too. And he was like, I know I cannot call this a date or she's going to freak out. And he always can tell when she's gonna freak out. And how beautiful, how wonderful is it to know someone and to be known and to be seen, and someone knows your triggers, knows like how to handle you, I guess. It's just so beautiful. But when I saw it, that was the first time I ever saw that in a book where someone else thought like me. So I'm like, oh, I'm not a freak. Okay, that's a relief. That's a relief. It's not just me. All right, I'm gonna stop yapping to you. I'm gonna stop revealing all my trauma, all my lore. How can I ever be a mysterious girl if I'm just spilling it all on the internet? All right, let's lock in. Last 25 pages. All right, let's go. We did it, guys. We read 75 pages. We are officially on page 200, and it was perfect because it had like this little stop thing. Wow, y'all really seeing the real me. That's crazy for you. Anyway, we're getting to a little bit of a conflict situation towards the end here. She's just like very scared of emotional connection. Clearly I can't relate. I don't know what kind of mental instability she's carrying. Obviously I'm well and don't relate to this woman whatsoever. But this was a good book to pick because it kept my attention. It was pretty spicy. Y'all know I don't like spicy books like that, but I'm blushing. I stop. Give me a second. The way this man loves her, like not just physically, but like his thought process through how he acts, his actions. This man is obsessed. We need an obsessed man. It is so cute. I have never, not me like gulping down, but I've never seen someone so obsessed in a book. Like, I think we see it in the words, but she's doing a really good job of showing the actions. Like, this man, I'm coming to the conclusion myself that he is obsessed. Like, no author saying he is obsessed with her and all these other words. No, it's his actions. It's crazy. It is crazy. And yes, he's saying it too, but it's nothing like the follow through of the actions. So that's so nice. And it's funny because this book is only 276 pages. We're on page 200 now. I'm going to the gym tomorrow morning. It's currently 10:30. Yuck. But I'm having a good time. I love this challenge. It's a great way to get some pages in, some reps in. So if you haven't tried this challenge already, wow. Not me stuttering. I need to go to sleep. If you haven't tried this challenge already, I highly recommend that you do because this was very fun actually. I had a grand old time. I literally was in the same spot for hours. It was just nice to read slowly and just enjoy a book. So I think that this is something that everyone can do very quickly. It doesn't have to be 75 pages, but it was a grand old time. Next time we do this, I think we should go out the house because it is summer and we should see the sun a little bit this year. But that's it from me. I love y'all so much. I will be seeing you very soon. Also, do you see the stack of books? These are the books from our unhauling. Not me exposing myself. I still have not gotten rid of them. We were supposed to get rid of them in the unhauling. I just was like, okay, we'll do it later because we didn't do it in the video. And later just never came. Later is right here. So I need to do that this week sometime. I can't believe I was exposed like that. Anyway, love you very much. I'm going to stop yapping. I'll see you very soon, little moms.